Alright guys, welcome to the 4th or 5th, 6th edition of, we're getting high in the numbers, it doesn't even matter anymore, of Rick and
Robert
Do Stuff. Alright, so with all the madness in the world, we know that you are still keeping up with your daily exercise routines.
Sorry.
He just flexed on the brother. I wasn't even expecting that. I'm a little nervous now.
Step back.
I'm a little sweaty. Anyway, one of the topics that we always get asked about and things when we're doing our stuff is the
Forgot my balls.
Every time we go to film, he runs away. He did it in the last video and he showed it. He's doing it in this video and he's showing it again. Alright, so what we're talking about today are hand stretches and hand exercises. You guys are still keeping on, and we are really appreciating that, especially with the Stronger Together Galax Challenge. It started out as 21 days. Looks like it's going to be extended just a little longer than that. We're not really sure what it's going to look like just yet, but we're just going to...
We're going to pile through at least 21 days, start out with 21 days, get through that one, and maybe start up another. Maybe it's a month session, another month session. But for now, we're at 21 days. See what we can do after that. But yeah, it looks like mid-June sometime. 4th of July, maybe we'll have a really good party. Everybody enjoys the outdoors together.
I believe it'll be like a Easter Cinco de Mayo, July 4th kind of.
Yeah, it's going to be one
kind of atmosphere. Looking forward to that.
Yeah, we've got our family is already planning stuff in the middle of August to cover all the holidays that we've missed. So we're figuring it all out right now. Birthdays and everything's happening.
We're just going to celebrate it all at one time. I think it's wonderful.
One and done.
One and it's done. Hey, you do it with a bang. I like it. All right, so we are talking today. We're going to talk about the hand care, or not the hand care. We're going to talk about hand stretches, exercises to keep those grippy, strengthy things good. So when you have the one big throw down, blowout at the end of the summer, which that's probably what's going to happen. All these races that you've got signed up for that have been pushed back and pushed back. When this thing opens up, man, it's going to be Katie bar the door. So we want you to be ready for your action in the fall.
That's a lot of pointing. That's a lot of pointing.
I get excited. I get excited. It's like I feel like the Tiger Man when I. It's too early. We'll do we're gonna do a whole show on
I
Tiger
think you
Man.
want to be the Tiger Man.
No, not really, but it's impressive. It's impressive. All right, so the first things we're going to talk about today is we're going to talk about get into some stretching, and then we'll talk about some strengthening exercises. I'll actually open up today's session with some hand stretching exercises. And one of the things that I really like to do, one of the things that we teach at Power Up, things people teach at Galax Extreme Fitness, is we do the what we call the prayer position, and the trick is to bringing those hands close to the chest like this in the prayer position. The trick to this is we want to press our palms down towards our navels, our belly buttons, if you will. What happens is that helps multiples. That helps open up the wrist action. All right. So also too, what we do is we will come across and we'll point those fingers towards the ground and actually pull that back. The palms back up towards the chest to try to get that open feel for the forearms.
And you guys are doing that because when you're doing all these hanging on these bars and everything, you get pumped in your forearms. You're always working that muscle, and you're never doing the opposite. Just like if you have to do the bicep work, you can't not do triceps. You have to do both because they work in conjunction when you're getting stronger. So it's the same thing. You always do forearm, you're always hanging on the bar. You have to do that reverse move so you don't tear it up.
I believe a scientist once said, Robert, for every action there's an equal and opposite reaction. So that's what we're trying to help you.
Ace Ventura there?
Maybe. Excuse me, sir.
That's a hero right there.
One of the best movies ever, Ace Ventura. So on the opposite spectrum of that, what we do is we'd actually just switch it up a little bit, put the top of the hands, do the same thing.
I haven't done that one.
Actually, we're going to pull the top of those wrists up towards the chest, and then also too, you'd flip it up to where your fingers are towards the ceiling, and you're bringing them down just like that. We're just looking for a stretch. It's not too awkward. Also too, just along with those lines, we also do just something very simple. Hands out, pressing the fingers back. Now I once learned that it is actually just a little better to do it with each individual finger because you don't get the full action with just the fingers. So it's actually a trick, but you can also do those fingers facing up, also fingers facing down. And we also recommend to do that on both hands, just not one. Yes. Do what? So those are some simple stretches that can keep your wrists, hands, forearms feeling loosey-goosey.
But you've done some unorthodox ones before. You've actually used food to stretch before. What's that about? Buckets of rice?
Right. That was the food I eat a lot. I'm like, I've never done.
I tried. I really tried.
He set me up, and I just totally whiffed it. No, hand strengthening techniques. Buckets of rice, just 5 pounds of rice in the bottom of a car wash bucket. As you stick your hands, you can stick your hands into the rice and actually press them out. You can actually look online, just look up rice bucket hand exercises.
Yep.
And it'll show you different types, different repetitions.
Start with the crane move, and you.
Is that the crane?
I think he does the crane. He has to his fingers.
That's the crane move, and you jab it in the air, and you spread your fingers out, and what it does is it actually works out the extensor. So yes, not only do I eat rice with chopsticks, I stick my hands in piles of rice.
Buckets piles of rice?
Piles of rice. Not wet. That's just nasty.
No, yeah.
Dry
rice.
Dry rice.
Please.
No wet rice, guys. Just eat that. Dry rice.
Don't even do the sticky rice.
No. Sticky rice. Rick and Robert, this is weird. Why did you recommend this? This is nasty.
Just doing stuff.
Dry rice. We've learned. If you watched any of our earlier videos, we failed miserably. All right. So no sticky rice, no wet rice, dry rice in a bucket. Exercises, you can Google it.
Now, I actually had to borrow Rick's car one time, actually several times, and he's got toys in his car. It was very hard to keep my hands on the wheel because he had grip strength stuff and all sorts of rubber bands, and the rubber band I think was probably the best. It's got one of those, it puts all your fingers in there.
Yes,
I don't know what that's. I think we both looked it up to see if we could find the name for it. He's got a product and I have one, so. We think it's called this.
Okay, now what happens is it's got holes for all 5 fingers, and you put your fingers in the holes and you pull, and it gives you resistance.
If you didn't have a bucket of rice per se.
This is a very similar move actually. So this is, I'm pretty sure this is the technical term on Amazon. I'm going to read this aloud, so you may want to take some notes. It is the finger stretcher, hand resistant bands, hand extensor, exerciser, finger grip strengthener, strength trainer, grip set for arthritis, carpal tunnel, exercise, guitar, and rock climbing. And you can get that in 3 pieces.
That's right.
Oh, what?
That one was definitely.
I just got a little lightheaded. I don't know what happened.
So if you want to search that one, or I found one as well. This is an alternate product.
This is not the same product.
This happens to be a 4-piece product.
Oh, 4-piece.
This is the hand exerciser, grip strengthener, finger stretcher, hand grip resistance band, hand strengthener, hand strengthening, forearm exerciser. 4 pieces set for arthritis, carpal tunnel exercise, guitar, and rock climbing.
I hope you got all that because we're not repeating it.
No.
Put it on slow-mo.
Yep. Just put all that in your search box on the Googles and it'll take you where you need to be.
Pop it right up. Right up. It's fantastic.
Yeah.
But all jokes aside, guys, these things actually really work. They're more of a maintenance program than they are just a workout of themselves. Yep. You do it all the time. Like I said, he found them in my car. I'm driving this hand. Switch with this hand. That was when we were allowed to go places. So now I'm just walking around the house with this thing. And actually, for tennis elbow or golfer's elbow, these things work like a charm because it works out the muscles for every action. There's an equal and opposite.
Got to work it out.
Action.
And this will help you from getting injured in your forearms as well. Because you keep hanging on the bars, you will get injured over time. So it's just a way to prevent that. I also got.
I was getting ready to set him up, and he just jerked out the exercise balls. He just put his balls on the table. What you got there, Rob?
I don't know. You were going to set me up. I was going to let you do it.
I walked right in. I stepped to the ledge, and I stepped away. What you got, Rob?
Well, I got these for Christmas. They are the parents, and everybody knows how I'm doing a bunch of grip strength. This is the same thing as hanging on a bar can be. There's a soft one, there's the medium, and that's the soft one, the medium, and the hard one. They're all just different resistances you put in your hand. You can stretch it. You can stretch between 2 fingers at a time. You could do multiple fingers, put it in your whole palm. As you can see there, you juggle them. That's not really gonna, that'll hand-eye coordination kind of stuff. But these things are good too. If you don't have the stretch bands or the rice or anything like that, a bar you can do. I don't think they can see what you're doing right there.
It's the cup game. You hide the ball in the cup. You have to pick which one. You know, you shuffle them around.
I don't know how comfortable I am handling my ball so much.
Soft.
This is the hard one.
Family show, Rob. Family show. Family show, Rob.
It is a family show. That's why we're showing them these awesome toys. My son loves these things. So there you go.
My part out and we'll add his. This kid loves these things. It's great.
So that's what we got. Some of the tips and tricks for this episode on how to maintain your hands, your arms, your strength. Things you can do in the comfort of your own home as we've got this weird thing going on outside of the home.
Stay strong, my friends.
That's right. We're all in it together, getting stronger together. And like a friend of mine, Jose, said today, hopefully we get stronger getting through this and not weaker. So I thought that was pretty cool.
That's
It's not really what she said, but it's close. That's
This is what my best friend said. Jose said she didn't say that.
not verbatim.
It's not verbatim.
Not verbatim.
She said this, but what she really meant was,
the meaning behind
what
it
she really meant to say was, we're all going to be stronger together after we get through this.
Yep. We can either let it tear us down or
build us up.
Build us back up again.
Yes. No idea what's happening right now.
We're gone off the rails.
All right.
Anyway.
It went really well. And scene.
So, got these to try out. Everybody enjoys them. We can go from there. So,
try my juggle trick. Or my lack of a juggle trick.
Yeah, you guys.
Worst juggler ever.
Juggle on your own time.
Worst juggler ever.
I have that Juggling for Dummies book. I've got it.
Is there? I didn't even realize there was a book.
There's a book. There's a book for everything.
Of all the dummy books I have
Juggling for Dummies.
Told I should read, juggling is not one of them.
Listen, dummy, you should read this book.
You should read this book. I didn't. Yeah.
There's a whole section.
I'm pretty sure I've been referred to the whole section in the bookstore. It's like the Cliff Notes only.
So I think we've pretty much stretched this episode out.
I believe we've done
all we can do.
All we can.
You guys, be good. This is Robert of
Rick and
Robert
Do Stuff. All right.
I like that.
Hey,
this for the Legion. We forgot about the Legion.
Oh, the Legion of fans that we have.
It's just gonna happen.
Rick and Robert's Legion of fans. We are looking so excited to meeting you when we go on our tour.
Yep.
Because by the time all this bands are let up, we've got to be. I mean, we got to be rolling thousands
famous
deep.
in my own mind.
Thousands deep. Net.
Yeah.
I mean, people that, guys, we appreciate you. Just keep watching.
It's all good.
Post any comments you may have.
If you've got exercises you do to maintain your arms, put it in there.
Absolutely. Let us know what you're doing.
Ding the bell.
And if you're staying active, be sure to let us know that too, because we want to reach out to you. We want to make sure that our community is just getting stronger together. That at the end of the day, we are fun and jokes, but we are pretty serious about that. We want to make sure that everybody's getting to where they need to go.
Absolutely.
In their time. So, guys, just thank you again for joining in, and subscribe, ring the bell. Be sure that you get YouTube hooked up with Rick and
Robert. Do stuff.